So, Vashawn, I talked to my mom about the audiobooks. And you know what she told me? She said, old is new again. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, because back in the day when they didn't have television, you watch shows on the radio. And she said one soap opera she loved was Our Gal Sunday. So I'm like, so now I'm gonna have to Google Our Gal Sunday and see what it was about. All right, Darwin Gomez, if you'll come forward, please. Pat Hancock, he's coming through.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge.
That's
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
Hello, thank you for dressing appropriate for court. So I understand that your attorney is in legislative session. The reason why I continue to reset you is because sometimes he's at the courthouse.
Yes, ma'am. He's gonna have it pretty hefty for these next couple of months, right?
Yes. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to recall you for May 8th.
Okay.
Just have a seat and they'll give you a reset form. Vashawn, this is going to be recalled for May 8th.
All righty. You stay warm out there, okay?
Oh, thank you. Just have a seat. They'll give you a reset form.
Yes, Your Honor. That's right. Oh, so sorry.
All right. Who is here on Matthew Tyler Moran?
That's us, Judge.
Okay. Just one moment. Odyssey is moving very slow. The little dots are going round and round.
Your Honor.
So let me see if I can get this pulled up. Finally.
Can you,
The bad thing is it's pulled up, but not for your case.
Judge, can you use AI and dim me down a little?
I'm sorry, what?
Use AI and dim me down a little.
Hey, let me just tell you, it is not needed. You know, nobody wants to go too far off where we can't even see you anymore, you know? Okay, on this case, where are we on discovery?
It hasn't been downloaded, Your Honor. I mean, I spoke to
Okay,
counsel, they're gonna get
I
it
think
done.
there's some issues with that, right?
Gonna fix that.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, and your client, is he in Bear County or no?
Abilene, Your Honor.
Abilene? All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna allow him to appear by Zoom again. And how long is it gonna take for discovery to be given to him?
So couldn't say, Your Honor, I don't have a strong factual knowledge in this case. I'm covering a setting for somebody else.
Okay,
I would say 30 days should be more than sufficient to get scanned and uploaded.
all right, so this will be your final discovery date then. I need a 30-day reset for discovery. All right, so you're gonna come back on April 28th. All right, okay, so here's the thing. Attorneys, state. Jason, everyone, attorneys. Norma has set this for April 28th. That's Fiesta, so obviously she does not want you all to have a Fiesta. So we're gonna roll with the April 28th date. Unless, Norma, is there another date?
Make it.
All right, May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo, Judge.
See, I try to give everybody
Yeah, but
Fiesta.
that's-
They ask for Fiesta, then
We
they
can
don't want it.
celebrate getting over discovery.
Judge, that's Cinco de Mayo. That's a nice holiday.
Oh, are you? Okay,
I'm
are you
Mexican.
celebrating it? Do
Cinco
you
de Mayo.
really celebrate it? Let me put on my glasses so you can look me in the eye when you tell me.
For a reset, I'll drink a beer on that day.
But I tell you what,
Yeah, we're good.
I always try to do something
Mhm.
for every holiday that's listed. So I will do something on that day.
All right.
Me, I always try to, whatever holiday it is, I try to learn everything I can about how it originated, what's the meaning and everything. So
We're good.
I'm gonna expect a book report.
Oh.
All right, so Mr. Moran, if you can unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court. We're gonna bring you back on May 5th. You will be allowed to appear by Zoom. That date is a discovery date for the state to hand over discovery, and also state at that time you'll need to tender an offer.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and so you'll just Zoom in again, all right? And thank you for dressing appropriately. Even
Yes,
though
ma'am.
you're Zooming, I appreciate that. Thank you.
May we be excused, Your Honor,
Yes.
after I sign my reset?
All right, who is here on Wamuyu? All right, if you come forward, where are we on the immigration report.
Teresa Coles Davila finished her interview. She needs, she said by April 2nd, Wednesday, she'll have the report ready. So I was asking if we can come by. I don't know if the 3rd is too soon. I don't know if you have docket the 4th,
No, we can do it on the 3rd if you want to do it on the 3rd.
on the 3rd.
Yes. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can recall this for April 3rd. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for addressing appropriate report.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes, I'm still working on it. The rain makes me sleep, so I slept well. I think this weekend I am going to be done as far as book 1 is concerned. And I will be starting on book 2. But now, since I know we're waiting for another one to come out, I'm going to slow it down. Who's here on Jesus Zamarripa? Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. How are you doing today?
Good, good.
All right, no need to be nervous. I'm just trying to make sure that your attorney has everything that he needs by the way of discovery. So that's all today is about. It's about making sure he has discovery, okay?
Okay.
All right, so do you have all discovery?
As far as what I was made aware of prior to just very recently, Your Honor, I had a sufficient amount of discovery, but there was some recent disclosures that were provided. I've been in trial all week. I just wrapped up and I was finally in the office this morning, saw that they had been downloaded from our paralegal. So there are some additional things. I just need to review it. But in addition to that, Mr. Zamarripa does have other pending unindicted cases.
Mhm.
There's a possibility it could be wrapped up in those cases too.
All right.
I have discussed with the state, we're requesting a reset just so that we can tie everything up together if we can and make sure that discovery is completed and everything. See if we can come to some sort of global resolution for these problems.
All right. And state, were you able to tender an offer? Or you're just waiting to tender an offer?
In fairness to this,
Mhm.
And so the offer is going to be made, I understand it will be made by family violence.
All right, family violence, if you can come forward.
Yes, Your Honor.
On Zamarripa. Have you received the discovery on the assault on a pregnant person?
some, but I don't believe that was completed. That's why I suspect it's possible that this new discovery that was uploaded for Mr. Zamarripa's cases might be related to that. But again, I honestly haven't had a chance to review it because of my trial.
All right, and state on this, can you make sure that the discovery is uploaded for counsel on the assault on a pregnant person? Because it appears that the criminal trial division said they're going to let your case control.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
I need a 30-day reset for discovery. This will be your final reset for discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
If for some reason the assault on a pregnant person case is still out there, then it's still going to be out there, but we're going to proceed with what's been indicted.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, 30-day reset.
May 5th.
All right, so we're going to recall you for May 5th. Once you just have a seat, once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
All right, just have a seat. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
counsel. You're welcome.
San Antonio police arrested a 33-year-old man in connection with a hit and run that left a woman badly injured and ultimately in the hospital. So this all happened on December 21st. This is 33-year-old Tyrell Benjamin. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar said that he took off after hitting that woman on Misty Ridge near O'Connor Road on the northeast parts of San Antonio. Benjamin, you see here, is charged with collision involving serious bodily injury. And according to the sheriff, the victim is a 68-year-old woman who was walking to work when she was hit. She suffered a broken pelvis, a broken arm, and may lose one of her eyes.
All right, Tyrell Benjamin, if you'll come forward, please. Hello. Hi, all right. So your attorney is actually in Bell County, and my understanding, Bell County is close to Killeen.
Okay, is that like
So,
the answer?
yes,
Okay.
so there's, and my understanding, that case is a jury trial case. So there's absolutely no way for him to be back in time. I told him, you drive 2 more hours, you can visit my mom.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is recall you. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what is the best day of the week for you to come?
Probably today, Thursdays usually.
Thursday?
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Let me ask you, do you know how to Zoom?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset your case and you can appear by Zoom.
Okay.
Now, if you discuss things with your attorney and your attorney feels it would be better for you to appear in person,
Yes, ma'am.
then of course you can still appear in person, but I'll give you permission to appear by Zoom.
Okay.
And my understanding today is just for discovery. Who is the prosecutor on a collision case? All right. So on this case, do you know if all of the discovery has been uploaded? It's Tyrell Benjamin. Sure. And it's his attorney is in Bell County, but just so the attorney can be made aware that it's uploaded. And what I can do is I can recall you. Oh, no problem. It's the rain, but it's Friday Eve, so we got to enjoy it, right?
Friday.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reschedule you for May 8th. You can appear by Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
And that way we can see if he actually has all discovery, if he has any questions about anything. All right, so Ms. Ferguson.
She said that, Your Honor.
All right, just have a seat. We'll get a reset form for you, all right?
Yes, ma'am. So just wait.
Yes,
Okay.
just wait and we'll get that for you, but it's gonna be May 8th.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Tyrell, if you'll come back up, just sign this reset form. Deputy Lord, could you have him sign that? All right, who is here on, Vashon, are you ready on Faith?
Rivera.
It
should be
All right, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Drive safe out there. Yes, hi.
Hi, Judge. Is she on?
No.
Okay, she's
Oh, maybe
still in the
she's
waiting
still in
room.
the breakout room. Oh, let me close the room. It will take 60 seconds. Because that's the only way I know to force her to get out. Rashawn, it's the equivalent of turning off the lights when you tell people you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So that's how it is on Zoom.
After docket, I'll have to tell you my go-to to get them out.
Okay. I love your earrings.
Thank you, Judge. It's my first time wearing these.
All right, if you can show your video, Miss Mendiola, please.
She was showing it just fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, there she is.
Sorry.
No problem. All right, so Miss Abrams.
So Judge, status for consideration for extension was sent in for Miss Mendiola with the main concern of the restitution or the fees that were ordered. There was a restitution amount of $8,900 that was originally assessed, and $7,870 has been paid to date. She owes $1,030. Judge, you extended her, and that's just to restitution.
Yes.
Of course, that is not taken in consideration her other fees. You did extend her until October 2nd of 2025,
Yes.
but you wanted to see her today.
Yes. So your request for early, for the extension, if you are able to satisfy your restitution amount, which is $1,030.
Yes.
Then they'll send a request to me for termination and I'll terminate you. But otherwise, I'm going to extend you till the restitution is paid.
Okay.
So as soon as you pay that amount off, then you will be done. How long do you think it will take you to pay the $1,030?
I was just planning for my next two paychecks, which I now have a new job that's more on a salary and not tip based. So my first paycheck is next week. So I plan to finish this payment by the end of this month, before then.
All right, so once that's completed, they'll send me something asking that you be released from probation, and I will sign the release if all things remain the same. Of course, you still have to be doing well on probation,
Yes.
but really the only thing you need to do is pay that amount. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else, probation?
No, Judge.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, so for now, you're extended to October 2nd, 2025, but if you continue to do well on probation and you pay that amount off, if you pay it at the end of the month, probation will let me know and I'll release you from probation.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day and thank you for dressing appropriately for court, even though you're by Zoom.
Thank you. No problem.
Have a good day.
You too.
Who is here on Mitchell Moore? Hello.
Morning, Judge. How are you doing?
Morning. All right, you're on this side. And where's your client?
Mr. Moore's in the back, he's come back.
Okay. All right. Are you aware your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw?
Mhm.
All right. And are you ready to proceed with the motion to revolve?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 001524 State versus Mitchell Moore. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Sean Henderson for defense.
And are you Mr. Moore?
Yes.
All right. Your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw, stating that you have not followed through with the contract that your counsel has with you. Do you have any objection to the motion to withdraw?
No.
All right, then counsel, based upon what you've stated in your motion, the court will grant the motion and you're excused.
All right, thank you, Judge. And I believe that my client would like to be interviewed for.
Yeah,
For the
you're excused. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. All right, we can go at the record and state you're excused. So are you able to afford an attorney?
No.
All right, so just have a seat. We're going to make sure that you receive an attorney, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Lindsey Hernandez.
All right, who's here on Lindsey Hernandez? Hello. Hi, how are you doing?
Good, ma'am. Thank you.
You're looking better. Your eyes are all bright and that's great. All right, so who is the prosecutor on this case?
Yeah, I conferred briefly with Miss Galloway and also I guess Mr. Edelman's here. I've spoken previously with Mr. Edelman with regard to her matter, Judge. So she just recently got out of 30 days of inpatient. So we're trying to coordinate in this time some outpatient with lifetime recovery, as well as seeing about her eligibility for a drug court, Judge.
Okay.
So we're requesting a reset so we can see if she meets criteria, perhaps for felony drug.
Well, I will tell you, felony drug court, they're at capacity.
Okay, well,
I just received that. But Sean, is that correct? Felony drug court is at capacity? Oh, all right.
I can look into that avenue, Judge, and now it's also my understanding misdemeanor El Camino court is a drug court as well, and she does have an active misdemeanor case. So being if felony drug court is full, I could potentially reach out to the misdemeanor El Camino court to supervise her with her substance use needs.
What do you know on this case? Because it's a theft case. Do you know if any restitution is owed?
I don't, if there is, Judge, it's not a great amount. So if she is on some potential drugs court supervision, I think a restitution could possibly be maintained within that. But just the basic allegation is that she took the car for just a short period of time and it was found up the road. So I think there may be cleaning fees associated with restitution, but I don't think anything significant.
Okay, and then how much time are you asking?
We're asking, Judge, a little bit more than 30 days, perhaps 45, to see about getting her connected with lifetime for outpatients and to see about the drug court thing, because if she is going to be considered for drug court, I know that they require background records and to see about
Drug court there, but it doesn't take them that long to make a decision.
Yes, Judge, and she's currently seeing the Center for Healthcare Services as well and staying med compliant. So I know that in the past you commented as to her appearance. I'm the same understanding that she is looking much better now, and her improvement is there, Judge. And I think that we can hopefully work this in with some kind of drug court, treatment court. So that's what we're looking for time to do, Judge.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is, Ms. Ferguson, can you put this for May 15th?
Judge, I'm actually gonna be out on vacation that week, May 11th through the 16th. Can we do either before or after?
May 22nd?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll be
All right, and that'll give you more time.
perfect. Your Honor.
All right,
Appreciate
Ms.
it.
Ferguson, if you can recall this for May 22nd. And I'm assuming you no longer want this on the trial docket? Because
No-
last time we were here, it was actually scheduled for jury trial, then she had inpatient treatment.
She had the inpatient treatment, Judge, and she's doing so well with the treatment that we wanted her to continue that. And I spoke to her about the treatment courts, and she'd like to explore that avenue if that's okay with the court.
All right, so I'm sure your attorney will tell you, we have something coming up in this city called Fiesta.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get involved with Fiesta. It's so easy. 1 minute you're eating chicken on a stick, then the next thing, things go haywire. You know, my first time here for Fiesta, I actually had to work it as a part of a club I belonged to in law school. And they said they had pork chop on a stick. I said, how do you put a pork chop on a stick? You can put pork chop on a stick. So during Fiesta, don't get caught up in that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Stay on track.
Yes.
The pork chop on the stick and chicken on the stick is good, but it doesn't compare to crawfish, in my opinion. So I had some last weekend. And it was such a good time.
Well, where did you have, who is it from?
Oh, it was,
John, this is like, who are your people? Where did you get your crawfish?
So it was at the Flying Saucer. They were having like a crawfish festival. And I went out there and they also had like different things to try. And it was really good. They did it by the pound and they had the people out there with the big old pots.
Mhm.
So it seems like they did it right, but obviously from here to Louisiana, really can't compare. It's the secrets.
Hey, but did you tell LaShawn about this? Did you tell the court? You know, we're foodies around here.
Oh, next time I will have to do that.
Okay.
You guys like to eat good, so.
All right, so once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Judge, and
Yes.
as of right now, felony drug court is not active.
Oh, awesome. So you need to get her name on there very quickly.
Definitely will do, Judge.
Yes.
I'm not the attorney.
And Renee, are you ready on Mr. Rivera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, waiting for his case to pull up on Odyssey.
Oh, no problem, Your Honor. I know it takes some time to load with the little bubbles. I usually have to set up my computer about 10 minutes in advance of when I want to do stuff in the morning, so it has a chance to kind of
Oh, yeah.
catch. Yeah.
All right, so I see the new cases. Do you have the discovery on the new cases?
So, Your Honor, with regard to the burglary of buildings, I
Mhm.
believe discovery to be intact. On the robbery charge that came in, indicted 2025, I just got recently access to that discovery. And there seems to be at least 10 videos with multiple reports. And I just, I had an issue initially getting to that evidence, but I reached out to Mr. Edelman and he got with IT and they corrected that issue. So now I have access, Judge. I just need to vet it, to make sure that nothing is missing. So requesting likely just one more discovery, just to make sure I have everything and nothing's needed on the back end.
All right, I can do this the first full week of May.
First week of May will work, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a reset date for the week of May 5th for discovery and for the state to tender an offer.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to come back on May 5th. Have you brought back on May 5th? State, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes.
All right, do you have any questions, sir?
No, man.
All right, they will take you back.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Joe Ramos and James Wilkins. Real quick, Judge, on James Wilkins, I don't know if you need me to have him brought out. He was already found incompetent and is awaiting a bed in the state hospital. He's already ordered to the state hospital.
All right, let me just pull this up. So on some of these cases, they have a new program where yes, they order them to the state hospital, but they have a new program that they give them in the jail to help them regain competency. So what I'm gonna do on this one, I'm gonna have them give him a phantom date setting, just so we won't lose track of them.
Okay.
Because sometimes that happens.
Okay, do you need me to have him brought out though, or no?
If you want him brought out,
Not necessarily, he already knows that, I mean, John did the agreed incompetency where he was ordered.
all right, Ms. Ferguson on Wilkins. If you can recall this in the beginning of June, please. And do it as a phantom date. All right, and then on Joe Ramos, is he in custody?
No, he's on bond, he's here,
All
Joe.
right, if you'll come forward, sir. Morning, how's it going?
Okay, where are you, Jen?
Oh, great, it's a beautiful day. It's Friday Eve. I actually love the rain because I sleep better when it's raining.
Like it when I'm not home, not when I have
Yes.
to come into the courthouse.
And people will always find a puddle, but this is the strangest thing that I've found wherever I've been. If it's sunny outside, people drive below the speed limit. If it's raining, everybody is speeding.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. All right, so on this case,
He's a-
competency evaluation, where are we?
He is awaiting evaluation because he's on bond. It gets scheduled with the coordinator from the MAG court. He has not met with the doctor yet. And so Norma pinged mental health court to make sure that it gets scheduled with the doctor because he
So
doesn't,
has it been scheduled?
looks like it's going to be now. She
They're
pinged-
gonna talk to Monica today, and they're gonna send an email out today, letting him know when his schedule.
187th has done its part. Everything's been referred and everything. It's just we're waiting for them to schedule.
All right, so we're gonna recall this back. And your attorney, I mean, he can appear by Zoom if he's able to Zoom.
Okay.
And it's because I don't want that to be fallen somewhere in
Sure.
the ether. So Norma, recall this for, is the week of April 14th good for you?
That's fine.
All right, I need a date, the week of April 14th. Oh, no, that's fine. You won't need to be here because I will have it in the system that this is about his competency. So it's just to make sure that the competency is scheduled.
I can do the 14th, Judge.
All right, April 14th, is
Okay,
that good for you?
Perfect.
And Judge, do I make that a back-end date or? just a regular?
No, make it a regular date in the system.
Okay.
All right, so we'll have you back on April 14th. It's just to make sure that your doctor's appointments have been scheduled. And counsel, you have contact with him outside of
We
court.
do.
So if for some reason you get notice that the appointment has been scheduled and it's before April 14th, if you just come back to court and let me know and I'll give him a different date.
Okay, sure. I'll do
All
that.
right,
Judge.
thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks, Joe.
Yes. You too.
No, you're good. You're free to go.
Oh, wait, once he signs the reset form.
Oh, I'm sorry. Need to sign it over.
All right, who is the criminal division attorney on Leon Aubrey-Herman Small?
Okay.
All right, so just one second, and you're on this side, counsel. Okay, on this case, I've been informed that he's been taken into custody by the US Marshals. So state, are you aware that he's been taken into custody with the US Marshals? So if you all can see how his being in custody is going to impact these cases, let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
With regards to your motion to set bond,
It may be rendered moot at this point, so.
do you want to have those, I don't know, withdrawn at this point?
At this point, Judge, I think that's wise. I was gonna make a phone call back to the office really quickly, just to talk about this development, and then I'll inform the court if there's anything that's changed.
All right, so I tell you what I'll do. I'll hold off on doing anything for now. If you want to call the office and then come back up and I'll take the matter up.
Very well. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Who is there on Jesus Alejandro Herrera? And where is he? Come forward.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so what is happening with this case?
Sorry.
All right. So I have a motion to withdraw, but what is happening with these new number ones that are in the motion? All right. Well, what they're telling me, what he's telling me is they are going to review and see whether or not they're gonna indict the cases that are in the allegations. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, probation. You're in agreement with, I guess, withdrawing the motion?
Yes, Judge.
And then my question is, with regards to the reason for us being here, is there any other conditions that are needed to protect the community or anything?
Judge, I would like to get a TAP evaluation. Other than that, he's completed his parenting classes. He completed his AIDS awareness program. He's done all of the field visits that were required. So I would like to get a TAP evaluation, Judge. He is reporting as scheduled. We're not having any reporting issues or anything like that.
All right, is there a court summary in this case?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the court reviewing the court summary to see if there are any conditions that should be added?
No.
All right. If I could see the court summary, let me go to the email.
I have a paper version if you like.
Oh, sure.
We hand that to him. Okay.
Judge, he completed his TAP evaluation last week.
All right.
Monthly UAs and documented sober support meeting.
All right. So we're gonna do intensive outpatient treatment.
Can we hold this? I know the court's opinion on the sober support meetings. Is it possible to have him do some weekly UAs in the intensive outpatient and then hold the sober support meetings in advance?
No, and let me just tell you why. I think sober support meetings are great, and this is why I think they're great. And I've actually had the chance to go to a sober support meeting, not because I needed sober support meetings because I don't drink, but the reason why I went is because whenever I am sending people to different programs, I just want to see, what it's about. So that if somebody's telling me they're having difficulties about something, I can personally understand what's going on, right? So sober support meetings, if you were in a sober support meeting, maybe, and I'm not taking the new number ones, that's true, but then maybe you would not have been in that position.
Yes.
And then what I read in the court summary about your issues when your family was not around you, if you would have been in sober support meetings, maybe that issue would not have been there.
Yes.
So I am going to order sober support meetings. What I'm going to do though, normally I would do 90 days. I'm going to order them for you for, let me look at the calendar.
Tomorrow I'll be at 42 sober support meetings attended.
Awesome.
I've been doing them.
And so do you like them?
Yes, yeah.
All right, so that's great. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to order it, right? And counsel, I'm going to order it for your daily support meetings. And I will have my order in on May 9th. And the reason why I'm saying May 9th is because there's a little event that happens in San Antonio in April. So I'm going to put, and I shouldn't say little event, it's a joyous occasion. I actually love it. I love all of the colors. But so it's going to be daily support meetings until May 9th.
Yes, sir.
And usually by that time, people enjoy them so much that they just continue doing it.
Yes.
So, Bashan, it's going to be intensive outpatient treatment and daily sober support meetings until May 9th.
And Judge, monthly UAs?
Yes, and monthly UAs.
Thank you.
And with the monthly UAs, make sure they test for alcohol.
Yes.
I would say, put you on the patch, but the patch necessarily doesn't test for alcohol, okay?
Yes.
And is there anything else you need from the court?
No, at this time.
All right, and if there's something you need or you feel as though you're teetering on the edge, call your probation officer, and if you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court, okay?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, and thank you so much for addressing appropriately for court.
You're welcome.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.